I got my start in photography when I was probably about 10 or 11 years old, which actually we didn't start with a camera per se versus a video camera. Me and my dad, we used to always video our deer hunting or our fishing trips together, and through that I kind of learned to love, seeing what I could record or capture on film or whatnot. And I think I really started taking it serious when I was about 14 or 15. My dad got at the time a new digital camera, and it was just awesome, even though it's just this little brick about this big. But I started taking pictures with it, and I just thought it was the neatest thing ever to say, look what I seen, take a picture of it, and be able to show everybody. A lot of people ask me, out of all of the pictures I've taken, out of the millions of them, is which one's my favorite. I guess I per se don't really have a favorite picture that I've taken, but there's three distinct ones I can think of that I know a lot of people seem to enjoy. One is one of a sunflower I took in the city of Milwaukee. One is of a tree during the fall time out in the Black Hills here in South Dakota. And the last one is in eastern South Dakota during the winter time, showing just how harshly cold it can be. And I don't know, necessarily what makes certain pictures special to certain people, but that's kind of what makes them all unique. They mean different things to different people, and that's one of the reasons I like to take pictures. Without a doubt, my favorite thing to video or capture down on a camera is going to be my hunting and my fishing stuff, the outdoors. That's what I grew up doing, that's what I love to do, and that's what got me into videography and photography. And anytime you go outside, whether you're fishing or you're hunting or you're hiking or camping, there's just so many different memories and so many different things going on. It's cool to be able to capture those and share them with people who might not be there, or just to be able to go back and look at them a different time, Everybody loves doing that. I don't necessarily know if anybody specific taught me about how to take pictures or to do what I like to do here, but I think everybody had a little bit of an influence in it. My dad, he taught me how to run the video camera and stuff like that from the get-go, but I kind of just picked things up on my own, watching TV shows, going, oh geez, that was pretty cool. I bet you I could do that, and just trying it on my own. But and then I kind of hit college time, and I decided to take a few classes, and you really do learn a lot if you let other people, give you their insights and share their knowledge. But one thing that I learned in college, taking these photography classes with my journalism minor, is that reading the manual is going to be the biggest help in your entire career, whether it's taking pictures or doing video work. And there's not a lot of people who do that. Most people will pick up a camera, maybe figure out how to turn it on or whatnot, but that's it. I mean, then you think, oh shit, you take your picture, you're done. But there's a lot of things you can do with the camera to get that perfect shot, and sometimes simply reading the manual is what's going to help you get that. Anytime I talk to people about digital photo stuff, I always tell them it's better to take way more pictures than way too few. If I'm, taking pictures of a hockey game or something per se, I'll walk out of there with 2,000 pictures I take in, an hour and a half of a game, but then I might only keep 60 of them, which is still quite a few. But it's in digital photography, you can take so many pictures and so many angles and so many shots. Why waste your time always getting just that one when you're going to miss out on a lot more? And if you ask anybody who's a professional photographer, whether they're just taking a family portrait or they're an outdoor photographer or a sports photographer, most of their work is done now on a computer, editing, because software is so advanced that you could take just a picture from your cell phone and turn it into a Sports Illustrated cover shot. And a lot of people find that hard to believe, but you really can. iPhones these days and things like that, they've got external lenses you can throw right on there. And there's some photojournalists out there, that's what they do. They just walk around with their iPhone and they take that magic photo. The craziest thing I've ever done for a shot, let's see, there's a couple of them. I know I've laid down in a pile of cactus for an hour at a time because I was waiting for that deer or that turkey or whatever to walk right up to me. Sometimes it was worth it, sometimes it wasn't, but that was pretty dang crazy. I've laid underneath a vehicle as it drove away so I could get a shot of it moving. because I didn't trust just my camera sitting under there. That one was at a boat ramp, and there was a lot of people giving me dirty looks for that, asking if I was crazy or not. I'm so passionate about photography that, you know, I think I'll do this for the rest of my life. I might not necessarily make it a career, but I'll at least do something with it. Whether it's just, you know, videoing or taking pictures of my family and friends when we're outside doing something, or, I mean, maybe if I do make it in the big world out there doing it, I will continue it on, but it's not necessarily going to leave me quite yet. I'm only 23 here, but you got to stay passionate and stick with what you're passionate about. Even though I said it earlier about how easy it can be these days to take, you know, this quality picture, it's still pretty tough, I think, on your own self. Because after you start taking millions and millions, like I said I've taken, then you start getting hard on yourself and saying, I could have done better, or oh, I should have done this, I should have done that. And it's actually more nerve-wracking on your own self to go and do a photo shoot of people, because they are real critical. If you're just taking pictures of deer or of things that are always going to be there, you've got nothing to worry about. There's nobody there to say, oh, we expected that out of you. But it's when you're taking pictures of people, or someone says, hey, we want you here to take photos of this, now we need that shot. Then the pressure's on. I think that is by far the toughest thing you're going to encounter when you're taking pictures. Photographer, a lot of people I know go back to like Ansel Adams and people like that who were really influential in the upbringing of photography as a whole, as an art form. But there's a guy, Michael Engelmeyer. He's probably my photography idol, I would say, I guess. And I've actually had the chance to interview the guy. He's really cool. And anybody who picks up a Cabela's catalog or a hunting magazine, I guarantee you've seen a picture from this guy. He is pretty much the premier outdoor TV host, whatever, merchandise photographer there is. To me, he's just the man, I guess. Check him out sometime if you're into the outdoors or in photography, any of that stuff, because he definitely knows what he's doing, and he's a nice guy. If you want to contact him, go ahead. I'm sure he'll reply. My goals for photography and videography, I think, are to show everybody out there just what I like to do and what I love. I mean, when you're out in the outdoors or just out doing whatever, I feel like I can see so many different things that a lot of people don't get to. And photography and videography, that's my way of bringing the outdoors in to show other people and showing them just how awesome it can be and how beautiful and how sweet all the creatures out there are. And I suppose that's probably my goal for, you know, why I do it and why I love put up a website together and show everybody what I do. Hey everybody, I just want to say thanks for taking the time to watch this interview. I don't know if it's the best interview you've ever seen or the worst interview you've ever seen, but thanks for taking the time, and my man Dan will show you guys my link right below here if you guys are interested in checking out some more of my pictures. If not, that's fine. Hope you guys all have a great day. Thanks.